It's part detective work, part science, and there's a healthy dose of elbow grease, too. Welcome to Archaeology Day at the University of Washington's Burke Museum.
To see a real artifact that's hundreds or thousands of years old is just something inherently interesting to people. So we like to kind of take that inherent interest and kind of build on it, to have people understand what archaeology can help us learn about the past and the present.
That's curator of archaeology, Peter Lake from the Burke.
Do you want to tell us about what you got here?
Which invites the public to celebrate a day dedicated to archaeology every year, with a special focus on the city around us.
Every day there's archaeology excavations happening in and around Seattle.
Take a look at a recent dig in an area called Finntown, what in modern-day Seattle covers the playfields near Smith Cove, next to the Magnolia Bridge. In the 1870s, immigrants would stop here before getting jobs at local sawmills. The spot earned the name Finntown due to what was believed to be a Scandinavian population. But newly found artifacts, like a Native American bowl and a Japanese beer bottle, show a diverse group of people who only could have been identified through archaeology.
Seattle has a fascinating past that goes over 10,000 years of history. And it also has a very interesting recent past, the last 100, 150 years. Every year we get some really interesting new advances in dating, chemical analysis. So we're constantly learning new things about this past. So archaeologists feel free to play at any time, including the current.
So hold your arm up and go.
But is it playtime or a hands-on history lesson? From Associate Professor of Anthropology and Curator Sven Håkansson.
That finger goes right here.
He's teaching the young and old how native tribes in the Northwest, thousands of years ago, used what's called an atl-atl.
You gotta hold it tight until you release it.
A spear-throwing tool for hunting.
Go ahead. Nice, there you go. You see how that works?
Ah, but how does it work in the hands of an intrepid reporter? Well, take a look.
Okay, so I'm hunting in Seattle with my atl-atl, and this is about 1,000 years ago, and there's a wild animal charging at me right there. So here we go. I probably would have been eaten or killed, you think?
No, I think you'd more scare the animal away.
Okay, I like that optimism.
Let's just say it's safer for me to watch.
What you can see here is it easily breaks.
Especially when the rocks are flying in the ancient stone tool-making art of flint knapping.
Knives, arrowheads, all sorts of items can be made out of each of those.
Obsidian rock like this from central Washington traveled down trading routes to reach Seattle centuries ago. And now, on Archaeology Day, experts are bringing these artifacts back to life.
Having experience breaking this, understanding what some of the limitations are, allows me to get more insight into what I'm looking at. It's a wonderful interpretive opportunity, and it's also kind of a great educational setting, so you can kind of see all sorts of different facets to archaeology.
Those different facets of human history in the city and the world around us have made Archaeology Day a day of wonder for Jamie Alm and her kids.
I think it's just that there is so much still to learn and so much there for us.
It's a tribute to the power of this study of our past, a study that's inspiring the imaginations of the future.
My 6-year-old is just sitting there and she ran over, she's like, I love science. So just that, I think that just having like that is like why we came.
And there's plenty more to discover, not just on Archaeology Day, but every day we keep aiming to make history.
There you go. Nice.
Watch CityStream Thursday nights at 7 on the Seattle Channel, or get video on demand and podcasts anytime at seattlechannel.org.